In my recent videos we've been taking a look at my SURRON and trying to fix things that have been bent, broken, or just have general wear and tear. We've done some minor upgrades. We've done one major upgrade being the TORP TM25 motor, which we're going to be doing more tests on today, as well as the JXR chain kit. Then I've also got two more pieces to finish off the puzzle that we're going to be throwing on the bike today. So let's throw these bits on and we'll crack on with the riding. So as you've just seen, we just put brand new foot pegs on the bike. These ones are SURRON Supplies V2 foot pegs. Obviously had to get them in black and orange. Big up to SURRON Supplies. They don't sponsor the channel, they don't send me anything, I buy these parts myself. But I love the seat covers from SURRON Supplies, and I love some of the parts that they have to offer on the website. So make sure you go in and check out SURRON Supplies. And then obviously we changed the grips. We put some more Pro Taper pillow grips on there. I love the Pro Taper pillow grips. They're the only grips that I will really use on the SURRON now. Unfortunately, I couldn't find them in the full black and orange like the last ones were. The last ones were off eBay, and I believe they're actually fake Pro Taper grips. I don't believe they were actually Pro Taper grips. I think they were knockoff ones. So this time we went to PCRE Performance and bought the proper Pro Taper pillow grips. They're in the grey colourway with the orange bar ends and then the black insides. I think they fit well on the bike. I will try and find some all black and orange ones again because they did look way better, but they'll do for now. Now we've got the new parts thrown on the bike, let's try do some riding and let's look further into this TORP TM25 motor and chain conversion kit. So now we've made a few more changes to the beast of the SURRON. We're actually going to get on it and have a ride. We're going to be talking more about this chain kit, which isn't as loud now I've changed the tension, and we're going to be talking more about this motor. So in my last video where I installed the motor, everything was just first impressions. Didn't really get to go out and test it to its full potential. Again today we're not going to be testing it to its full potential. As you can tell, probably it did rain a bit, so we're restricted to where we can go and what we can do. But we're back at the wheelie strip, nice closed off bit of road. We've got all this stretch to mess around on, do some speed runs, do some wheelies. We're in eco mode. I've upped the power a bit, so we can wheelie in eco mode again now. Hopefully you can hear the chain kit and how it sounds. Still definitely louder than a belt drive, but it's always going to be because it's a chain kit. Even with the rubber dampeners, it's going to be louder than a belt. Obviously it's not a rubber belt spinning round, it's a metal on metal, so it's always going to be louder. But chain tension is everything with these chain conversion kits. If you get the right tension, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad. Something else I've noticed about the chain conversion kit is you feel a lot more of the bike. So when you hit the throttle, you feel a lot more vibration in the bike. This is my second time riding it. I've definitely got a lot more used to the vibrations. I bet if I ever change back to a belt kit, the bike would feel a lot smoother again. But even with the motor that has less resistance than the stock motor, you still feel a lot of vibrations. But this motor does definitely roll a lot better than the stock motors. Like if I'm just coasting, you can feel it as less resistant and it just wants to smoothly roll, minus the chain kit. We're trying to teach him circle wheelies. He only got his bike not long ago, so he's still getting used to it. He's a little hopper. He's doing a little hop. While we're at it, we'll have a go at some circle wheelies. Got to be a bit careful because it's wet, so it gets slippy. It's all about throttle and brake control. I like to drag the foot on the floor. Oh, we're battling. I've done him on the inside. Whoa. So talking a bit about the foot pegs that I installed today, they do feel as grippy as the other foot pegs I had. Obviously the other foot pegs that I did have had these sort of bolt style studs in it, whereas these have just got metal spikes. So just having a quick look, they are just sharp metal spikes to keep your feet gripped on. They feel as grippy, they feel as good as the other ones, and to be honest I think they look better. Having the black outsides and the orange insert, definitely a nice upgrade. Again, loving the SURRON Supplies parts. All the bits I bought from SURRON Supplies I've really been impressed with. They do always send out stickers as well, which I put on my rubber mud flap. Looks really cool on here, so big up SURRON Supplies for always sending stickers for people to put on their bikes as well. Gives them good advertisement, definitely. With this motor, it's the heat, it's how much kilowatts it can handle with an upgraded battery. So I think with 72 volt battery and the TORP TC500, this can go up to, I think it's 17 kilowatts. With the TORP TC1000, I believe that's where you're going to get 25 kilowatts of power, and that's if the battery can even handle that, I think. So something else that does interest me about installing the chain kit and the motor at the same time is obviously I never felt the motor with the belt on it. I've only felt it with the chain kit, so in the future I am going to have to swap back to the belt to see how the motor feels without the chain kit. Obviously it was changing two big things that are going to make the SURRON feel completely different at once. So yeah, trying to judge how it actually all feels and how it all compares is quite hard, because it's been two fairly big changes both at the same time. I'm still yet to properly off-road this bike as well with all the upgrades we've done recently. I prefer the off-road riding. I love trail riding, love forest riding, but obviously with the weather being like this, you can tell everything's just boggy and muddy. There's just no point. You wouldn't even be able to get some decent speeds up because you'd just be sliding around everywhere. That's where we're going to notice a real difference, obviously having the chain kit on compared to the belt as well. When we're off-roading and jumping as well, obviously the whole idea of the chain conversion kit is that it's stronger than the belt and you don't have that belt snapping problem. Are we going this way? It looks like we're going this way. And the bike's still torquey as anything. I mean, it was obviously torquey before because we had the TC500 installed. What's this? It's just a cool little platform. It's a donut. Oh, there's stuff in the way. It's for donuts. So we're having a little race now. We've let the Talaria go first. Then we've got Jay because he was pushing a bit less power than me. Then I'm behind. We've got to see if I can catch him. Whoa! Oh, tight corner. I nearly got fish slapped off. Oh, is that the end of the race? Now I'm being chased by Jay. He's coming hot on my trail. I'm gonna rag it away. The noise of this motor is incredible as well. The whine is definitely different to the stock motor. It's got a bit more of a high-pitched whine. It sounds mega. Got to be careful on the bridge because it'll be a bit slippy. I did not think it would be that boggy there. Well, if I'm going up there, I'm not going through that. It's freezing. It's still winter time in the UK. I don't fancy getting soggy and cold. I mean, I don't like to admit it, but I am a bit of a fair weather rider. I prefer it dry and clean. I don't like getting this dirty. Follow his path. I've got no tread on my back tyre either. Yeah. I've got no tread on my tyre, have I? Winter's no fun. Bring back summer. We've got about 4 more weeks of dark nights in the UK. If you don't know, the UK changes the clocks. So for some reason, when it's winter time, we put the clocks back an hour, so we get more daylight, but it's darker in the evenings earlier. I don't really understand it, I don't get it. I think it's a stupid country. I hate this country, I hate the weather in this country, I hate the time things they do in this country. If you ask me, it's all a big con. I need to move me somewhere warm that loves SURRONs. I bet everyone out in LA just laughs at people like us. Don't get me wrong, England's got its privileges, but weather-wise and time-wise in the winter, it's not on my side. I've always hated it, I always will. So as I'm riding, I'm pretty sure the chain's actually getting tighter. A lot of people worry about the chain kit getting looser because obviously the chain stretches. Mine seems to be getting tighter, so I can hear it sort of resisting more, and you can hear it pulling on the jack shaft and the bearings more the more I ride. I get it set up about right, and then it just turns crap. Like, I can hear it sort of making a knocking and a slapping noise. I'm not sure if this is normal. Again, it could just be a problem with my bike that I've not figured out yet. It could be a bent jack shaft, could be bent jack shaft bearings, it could be a number of different things that's all playing part in it, but I doubt you'll hear it on camera. I can just hear a slight knocking noise as it's spinning round, and that's because of the tight spots and the loose spots in the chain kit. And I'm not blaming the chain kit, I don't think it is the chain kit, it's something twisted or bent on my bike, definitely. And again, this is why tension is so important, and why getting the two different chain tensions balanced is so important. Let's do some eco wheelies. So I'll be honest, I don't even know what I've got my eco sat at the minute. I know my motor current is set on full, that's why it's so easy to get the wheel up. I think I'm probably at about 5.5–6 kilowatts, which is what the sport mode of a normal stock SURRON would be at peak power. So it will never run that continuously, it will only run that at peak power. Oh, we're back at this tunnel. I like this tunnel. Let's turn my light on. Not that it made much difference. Oh, it sounds cool through the tunnel. Anyone who's a bit of a car or a bike enthusiast will know when you go through a tunnel and it echoes, it sounds way cooler. And that chain kit sounded way cooler in the tunnel. Oh, it's fun using that power around corners. I miss the fast single track riding. I need to find some forest soon. Let's blitz it, come on, let's get some speed. That motor whine is so nice, I really like that. Oh, it's a good job I sorted my brakes out, I can actually stop. Well, it seems like that's really the end of the paths again. Might as well blitz it back down to them. These things will never not be fun. With how fast they will never not be fun. There's not many bikes that you can just get on, put a battery in and just rip around in. I swear the SURRONs and the Talarias and the Solar Eclipses and these bikes will always have a place in my heart now. So that's pretty much going to conclude today's video. We put on a couple of new parts, new grips, new foot pegs, had a quick chat about the chain kit, just second impression sort of stuff, still getting used to the motor and the chain kit itself. So once I sort of know a bit more about it and how it all feels, how it all works, I will run a lot more tests. We'll have a more in-depth look at all, we'll do some top speed runs, we'll do some lap times, we'll have a look at how everything is affected in the future. But with all that being said and done, if you have liked watching this video, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button to see more in the future. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button to see more content from me. I've been Matt Francis signing out. Peace.